such a broad topic, and there's so many things. I mean, everyone's selling a secret sauce, aren't they? Oh, do this secret thing, do these 5 things and your business is going to explode. You're going to take this Kool-Aid this month and you're going to do fantastic. So what's your fundamentals for people that right now that are maybe experiencing burnout, maybe they're at where you once were a few years ago, they're having issues with business, or they are going, in 3 years time, I've just got to get to this point in 3 years. What's the actions for those guys?
Well, I think you're right around the business side. When you, particularly marketing now, social media marketing has kind of opened up all these kind of marketing entrepreneurs that pretty much, from what I can tell, are just selling to themselves. So they created this kind of ecosystem where every marketer is selling to the other marketers. So that's created confusion amongst a lot of business owners because they don't know what to do. They don't know what they're supposed to be doing, where they're supposed to be promoting their product, are they supposed to do Facebook ads, are they supposed to do all this kind of stuff. So we strip it right back to business hasn't really changed that much. But the first thing you've got to do is get very clear on your vision. So in the 4 keys, it's always, what's the big vision? 12 months, 3 years, that fluffy emotive, what's it going to feel like? Like you said earlier, how am I going to look in this business? What type of leader am I going to be? Who are my clients? Who do I want to serve? How do my clients benefit from this work that I'm doing? And getting really clear on that, like any entrepreneur, which is someone out there's got a problem and I've got a solution. That's it. And that's always the starting point. And it amazes me still, and I have to really push my clients on this, which is, you can't sell to everybody, which is who are you dealing with? Who is the person? And as you know, I've done a lot of work with recruitment, and they'll say their niche, but until we really push them on what their niche is, that's when they get the traction, when they go micro niche and they get tumbleweed. That's the panic, right? Because they get tumbleweed when they do it, when they put content out and so on. But what they realize over time is that they get more referrals. And when you get more referrals, you get more work. And so big on that. That's kind of the big premise. So for me, I guess my sweet spot with business is, clarity around the vision and the purpose, your branding and your culture, depending on the size of the business. But even as a one person business, what are your values? How are you showing up? What are you prepared to negotiate on and not negotiate on so that you stay on your path? So that's more emotive engagement, but also what are your metrics and what are your processes? So what are you going to do every single day that's going to hit those numbers, and keeping it really simple. So that's when we get deep dive into business, that's kind of where it goes. But that's initially, it's just what is your vision and what's your 90-day game plan? We always look at, in every key, what's your single biggest challenge right now? What's your desired outcome in 90 days? What ideas have you got? Let's explore those. Let's test them. Let's stay agile. Right? Let's execute, review, and we're constantly doing that. So that's a big part of the business. But I believe less is more. Don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. What's the problem? What's your product? Yeah. And how do you fill that gap and make people want to buy from you? That's how we have to do it, whether you're a coach or an engineer.
You can find the full episodes of the Make It Happen with Will Polston podcast here on YouTube, on iTunes, Spotify, and all other major podcast platforms.